Good morning, everyone. We are from Group 2. Today, we are going to present about the adoption of robotic process automation, or RPA, in supply chain operation. RPA is increasingly used in supply chain operation as organizations aim to improve efficiency and reduce manual work. It is mainly used to automate repetitive and rule-based tasks such as order processing, inventory update, and shipment tracking. With growing supply chain complexity and competition, many organizations are adopting RPA to support their operation and improve overall performance. From a theoretical perspective, RPA offers several benefits. First, it allows faster processing time and reduce human error. Second, it helps lower operational costs. Third, it improves data visibility and scalability. By automating routine tasks, employees are able to focus more on higher value activities such as planning, coordination, and decision making. Therefore, RPA is often viewed as a tool to improve overall supply chain performance. However, in real practice, RPA implementation also faces several challenges. These include high implementation costs, technology compatibility issues, employee resistance, and poor process planning. Because of these challenges, there is often a gap between a theoretical benefit of RPA and real-world results. So the purpose of this assignment is to compare the theoretical benefit with the real-world limitation of RPA, review past study, and analyze the challenges and future impact of RPA's adoption in supply chain operation.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I will explain the benefits and limitation of robotic process automation, or RPA, in supply chain operations. From a theoretical perspective, RPA offers many benefits. First is efficiency and speed, where repetitive tasks such as order processing, inventory updates, and shipment tracking can be automated, resulting in faster processing and shorter lead time. Second is accuracy, as RPA reduces human errors in data entry and record keeping. Third, RPA provides real-time visibility, allowing companies to track inventory and orders more effectively for better decision-making. In addition, RPA helps with cost reduction, productivity, because employees can focus on high-value tasks instead of manual work. Lastly, it supports scalability and flexibility, where more bots can be added during peak demand periods. However, in reality, there are also several limitations. RPA involves high implementation costs, especially for software integration and maintenance, which can be challenging for small and medium enterprises. There are also technology limitations, as RPA works best only in stable and standardized processes. Employee resistance is another issue due to fear of job loss and lack of training. Furthermore, process readiness issues occur because RPA cannot fix inefficient process and require standardization first. Finally, strategic and organizational issues such as unclear goals and governance may result in low or unclear return on investment. We will continue to critical analysis. Based on this, we can see a clear gap between theory and reality. Although RPA promises efficiency, accuracy, and scalability, these benefits are often not fully achieved in real supply chain operations. This is mainly due to organizational issues rather than the technology itself. One key factor is process readiness. Automating weak or inefficient process can actually worsen the performance. So processes must be standardized and well prepared before implementing RPA. In addition, human and strategic factors play an important role. Employee resistance and lack of proper training can reduce the effectiveness of RPA. Therefore, having clear goals, strong governance, and alignment with business strategy is essential for successful RPA implementation. In conclusion, RPA can bring significant benefits to supply chain operations, but only when organizations are properly prepared, both technically and strategically.
Now, I will focus on the problems that arise when adopting RPA in supply chain operations. Although RPA is designed to improve efficiency, but many organizations experience serious challenges when applying it in the real-world supply chain environment. The first problem is delayed ROI. Implementing RPA requires high upfront costs for software, system integration, employee training, and ongoing maintenance. The expected cost saving and efficiency improvement usually take a long time to appear. For small and medium-sized enterprises, this financial pressure also often makes them hesitate to continue or expand automation initiatives which limit the overall benefit of RPA. Moreover, another major issue is automation failure caused by technological limitation. RPA works best for simple, repetitive, and route-based tasks, but supply chain operational are often complex and unpredictable. Unexpected events like the sudden demand change, supply delay, or logistic disruption can cause RPA system to fail, generate inaccurate outputs, or even stop functioning entirely. When this happens, employees must step in manually, which increase their workload and reduce the efficiency that RPA is supposedly to bring it. Next, the workforce resistance is also a significant challenge. Many employers worry about the job security or feel unprepared to use the automation system due to the insufficient training. This leads to low adoption and underutilization of RPA, forcing the company to rely on manual process despite of investing in automation. Over time, this can also affect the teamwork, communication, and employee motivation. Then, poor process readiness is another critical problem. If workflows are not standardized before the automations, RPS simply repeat the existing error. This can result in inaccurate data, duplicate orders, missed delivery, and higher reward costs, which reduce the overall production instead of improving it. Finally, limited scalability and strategy misalignment further restrict the RPA adoptions. Without a proper governance, planning, and alignment with organizational goals, RPA is often treated as a short-term solution for isolated tasks rather than a long-term strategy. This has limited its potential to improve supply chain performance on larger scale. In short, challenges like the delayed ROI, automation failure, workforce resistance, poor process readiness, and limited scalability must be addressed to make RPA truly effective.
So next, I will discuss 4 past studies related to RPA in supply chain management. The first study is by Btms 2026 and 2023, explain the RPA in its efficiency in automatic, repetitive, and rules-based tasks, which improve the efficiency, accuracy, and reduce the operation costs. Although the study is not specific to supply chain management, these benefits are highly relevant because many supply chain activities such as order processing, inventory management, invoicing, and shipping tracking are repetitive in nature. So next, the second article, according to Patricia Wedeler and Surveyor 2025, although RPA improve the operations efficiency by automatic, repetitive, and use-based process, is reducing error and cost and allowing employees to focus on higher value tasks. The authors also note that RPA is scalable and when integrated with AI machine learning, support advanced data analysis and decision making. However, challenges such as resistance to change, integrating with legacy system, and security issues still remain. The third study is by Hughes Cameron Smith 2024, focused on the e-supply chains and show that RPA improve coordination efficiency by speeding up processes, reducing error, and improving data integrations. Where RPA enhance the productivity and customer satisfactions, the studies also identify challenges such as integrations with legacy system, employee resistance, and need for continuous system upgrades. The last past research is featured in 2023, reviewed the adoptions of RPA in supply chains and logistics and found that technological organizations and environment barriers limit the successful implementations. Key issues include system complexity, high cost, lack of skilled staff, and weak governance. Using the TOE model, the study concluded that these challenges reduce the overall effectiveness of RPA in supply chain operations.
Next, I will present about the future impact. From a managerial perspective, RPA is transforming the role of supply chain manager from overseeing routine operations to focusing on strategy decision making. It automates repetitive tasks such as order processing, inventory update, and shipment tracking, which improve efficiency and accuracy. The key benefits include the ability for manager to focus on high-value activity, make better decisions faster, and strengthen supply chain resilience in volatile environments. However, challenges exist. Implementation can be costly, employees may resist automations, and effective change management and training are required to ensure successful adoptions. From an industry perspective, RPA accelerates digital transformation across manufacturing, logistics, retail, and distribution. It improves operational efficiency, reduces error, and shortens lead time, which enhances overall supply chain performance. However, adoption is not uniform. Small and medium enterprise or SME often face barriers such as high investment costs and technology gaps compared to larger firms. Looking forward, RPA will increasingly integrate with AI and data analytics and enabling intelligent automation. This trend will help industry build more proactive, responsive, and resilient supply chains, improving risk management and strategy control at the sector levels.
To conclude, RPA should be viewed as a strategic tool rather than a quick solution. For RPA adoption to be successful, organizations need proper planning and governance, standardized and well-prepared processes, employee training and engagement, and alignment with organizational objectives. When RPA is implemented effectively, it can improve supply chain efficiency, enhance resilience, and strengthen long-term competitiveness. Overall, RPA has strong potential in supply chain operation, but its success depends on how well it is planned and managed. That's all from us. Thank you.